It's Throwback Wednesday at Nick's Pizza, but you know you want to throw back a couple of slices of that legendary pie since 1954. And you know, big football weekend, you know they're loving the fact that you're going to come here and get more than a slice to enjoy all the exciting action, including the Steelers at Cleveland. And by the way, Coos Market Black and Gold Sunday Show, Greg Dallas, the whole crew, Ted Arnaud. We're going to be at the McKnight Road Store after a special edition of the Coons Cooking Hour, tailgate recipes and more with Joe and Frank Dentisi. Larry Long is here, and of course Mr. Pugliano is here. And we're going to go back to the 86-87 basketball season. Bobby Dawson, of course, the head coach. Wellsville, the opponent. And once again, get the picture, pure excitement. Set it up, Mike.
1986, Carter Fieldhouse. This guy's junior season. Wellsville visiting. Wellsville was always dominant. Liverpool was just getting ready to crest. This guy here, with 22 seconds left, we're down 3. He takes it, has to knock down both foul shots. He does it. Comes up with the big steal. Sets the wheels in motion for what is probably the most influential sports moment of my junior life as a 7th grader. And I've been wanting to ask him, gone 32 years now, what did it feel like? I mean,
come on, Larry.
Well, it was down here, I believe.
Was it a big?
Yeah, it was big because that little matchbox that they had where everybody was on top of each other.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but at the time you don't really, like, you're just in the moment. I knew, I mean, on the bus ride coming down, it's what, 15-minute drive, we were all business, right? Because you've seen these people all summer long, you know what I mean? And all you're like, you know, Alvin Thompson, you know, Troy and John. John would have been a sophomore. You know what I mean?
The Carters.
Yeah, the Carters.
Ronnie.
The Pulley. My first cousin, Ronnie Pulley. You know him, that man, Vicky and Christy. They were first cousins. So I spent a lot of time. My mother's from Wellsville.
Yep.
So you just, I mean, and the year before, it goes back. See, this was the 85-86 season.
85-86.
And so the season before that, you know, Coach Dawson taught here, right? Quinny Carter is from here, and he coached us.
And Coach Dawson had a little bit of a record with the basketball team here, too, before we took him to East Liverpool.
So, and then you had John Babala, right, was from here. They were all of our coaches. So that year at Potter Fieldhouse, I'm a sophomore, I take the last shot that could have either tied or won the game, right? And I missed it. And I remember the look on Coach's face because I knew that he would have to come back down here the next day for school and have to hear about it. So it was business, right? And we come down here, but you got to remember Pat Burson.
Yeah.
He dated a girl from here. You know, my mother is from Wellsville. My grandparents lived here in Wellsville, not far from where we're at. You know, so there was all this interconnected, and then plus, you know, if you lost, Troy was going to tell you about it.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You know, he would tell you about it. If there was one thing that I guess tied us all together, is we all hated to lose. Right?
We did.
And it was all in good nature. It wasn't like we were going to fight each other, but if we won, if we won, we were going to tell you about it, and if they won, they were going to tell you about it, right? So it was, I just remember going to the foul line, and I'm like, don't miss these free throws, right? Because I was a pretty good outside shooter, but horrible at the line.
You were okay.
I was decent.
You were okay.
You're okay.
So I made the 2 free throws and really didn't think about it. They just, I can't even remember who inbounded the ball, but I stole it. I remember, I think I passed it to Ricky Derringer.
Chavez.
And then he got it to Chavez, and then Chavez hit Pat. And Pat had this funky jump shot, too. Mine was kind of like a push, and I had to hear Ronnie talk about it.
Did your feet ever really leave the ground on a jump shot?
Oh, I got a picture. My sophomore year down here where I'm way up there. I shoot down at the way.
Yeah.
Now, I can't jump over a piece of paper. But then Pat, Pat always had a from the shoulder.
Yeah.
And he launched that, and it was good. I knew it was good before it left his hands. You know what I mean?
Let me just say this, and then we'll end on this note, and Mike and I are going to come back. We're going to keep Larry, too, kind of go through last week's football season, kind of last week's football week 1, and preview what's happening this week with the Potters in Wellsville and Oakland and Beaver Local. But to give you an idea of the difference that Bobby Dawson made in your never say lose attitude, I remember when they won the sectional, first one in like decades, coming back on the bus, and I had a short turnaround, literally had to be up within an hour or two once I got back to go on KDK radio, but I was just so mesmerized, so thrilled to be a part of that historic moment, and it was. And Bobby Dawson sat next to me on the bus ride home and just really took me on an amazing journey, and I used to love to listen to that guy talk. It was hypnotizing. But when the banners went into the rafters at the field house, that was a really, hair on the back of your neck kind of moment, and it really put Potter basketball back on the map, and it was the beginning, of course, Nick Lloyd and many others who came after him. So that was a significant time in Potter basketball.
Yeah, it really was. This guy's dad was actually a part of that.
I know.
Bobby come aboard. He was our freshman coach. So Nick's first year at Liverpool was our senior year, right? So he inherited 5 seniors, starting 5. You had Alan Blight, right? You had Chuck Baker, Curtis Stokes, Pat Burson, and myself, right? So we had played all the way through the whole time, and it just and then Nick just took it, you know what I mean? But Bobby built
He
the
built it.
foundation.
And never forget Alan Blight, a great man amongst boys underneath, just getting those rebounds. We got to move. We like to serve some more memories, but they want to serve some pizza, and people are waiting. So there she is with the pizza, and we'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. We're at Nick's Pizza in the heart of Wellsville. Good night.